You know the story, right? The myth of the founder, this lone genius, one vision, building an entire empire from nothing. It's an amazing story. It's romantic. But what if that story is actually a trap? In this explainer, we're going to dig into that critical, often painful transition every great company has to make. The journey from being just a founder's project to becoming an institution that lasts. And this is where it all begins, that 0 to 1 moment. I mean, this is the stuff of legend, right? It's all about pure speed, breaking things, and just the raw, unstoppable force of a founder's will. We celebrate this, we idolize it. It's that heroic, messy, chaotic sprint that brings a company to life. But here's the twist. What if that's the real problem? What if the exact traits that launch the rocket, that intense singular focus, that absolute control, are the very things that stop it from ever reaching orbit? Look, this isn't just about growing pains. It's a fundamental paradox that can absolutely sink an otherwise amazing venture. And that brings us right to the founder's paradox. It's this incredibly painful moment where your greatest strengths, the things that got you here, suddenly become your organization's biggest weaknesses. This is the founder's trap, and you know you're in it when every single decision, every approval, every new idea has to pass through you. The company literally can't move any faster than you can think. That gut instinct that felt like a superpower, well, now it's the single point of failure. The engine that created everything is now the emergency brake on growth. Wow, this quote just puts it so brutally, so perfectly. So ask yourself, honestly, if you took off for 3 months, totally unplugged, what would happen? Would the company keep growing, or would it just grind to a halt? Your answer tells you everything you need to know about whether you've built a scalable business or just a very demanding, high-pressure job for yourself. So, how do you escape the trap? Well, the solution is a huge shift in your thinking. You have to go from building a temporary project to architecting an enduring institution. And trust me, that difference is everything. And no, this isn't just playing with words. It's the difference between a house of cards that depends on your one steady hand and in a stone aqueduct that's built to last for centuries. See, a project lives and dies with its founder, but an institution, it is designed from day one to outlive everyone, especially you. Making this leap is a deliberate, conscious transformation. So let's break it down into the 3 essential mindset shifts that really separate a founder from a true company builder. Okay, first up, you've got to shift from velocity to acceleration. A founder is all about velocity. How fast can I run today? But a company builder, they're obsessed with acceleration. They're not just running, they're building an engine. The goal isn't just to be fast right now, it's to build a system that gets faster and more efficient every year without them. It's the ultimate shift from doing to designing. Second, your focus has to move from just chasing short-term wins to building what you could call structural alpha. A founder chases the next pivot, the next funding round. A builder, though, builds organizational alpha. That's superior governance, talent, processes. For a founder, a win is a win, period. For a builder, a win is only truly valuable if the system is upgraded, so you can repeat it automatically. And this leads us to the final and maybe the most profound shift from ego to architecture. The founder model is basically a solar system. If the sun in the middle, that's you, burns out, everything goes dark. The builder model is a self-sustaining ecosystem. It's resilient. And this requires a total inversion of the ego. The founder often wants to be the most important person in the room. The builder's goal is to become the least important person in the room. When you put all this together, it really points to one thing: a complete metamorphosis of your leadership style. You have to evolve from being the hero of the story to being the architect of the world where that story takes place. And let's be totally honest, this transformation, it's painful. It means you have to unlearn the very habits that made you successful in the first place, that deep need for control, the addiction to speed, the comfort of being the one who makes the final call. This is a total reinvention of your identity. I love this metaphor of the 2 eagles because it captures this perfectly. First, you've got the fledgling founder. It's just frantically flapping, burning tons of energy just to stay in the air and hunt for today's meal. It is pure, raw effort. But then you have the high-altitude builder. This eagle isn't flapping harder. It has a fixed wing architecture. It has designed its wings, its systems, to catch the invisible thermal currents. It soars to the stratosphere with less effort because it's harnessing the environment instead of fighting it. That's the difference between doing and designing. And that really gets to the core truth, doesn't it? The goal isn't to work harder, it's to work smarter on a systemic level. The best CEOs, the truly great ones, aren't the ones flapping their wings the fastest. They're the architects who have built a structure so sound the entire organization can soar on its own. They've traded that protagonist spotlight for the architect's quiet blueprint. So let's make this really practical. I want to leave you with a little litmus test. Just 2 questions to ask yourself today to figure out if you're still in the founder trap or if you're on your way to becoming a builder. First one, your vision. It was the spark that started everything, for sure. But have you held on so tightly that now it's suffocating everyone else's contribution? Has your singular clarity accidentally become the ceiling for the entire organization's potential? And finally, the ultimate question. It goes way beyond that 3-month vacation test. Are you actively, right now, building the systems, hiring the people, and fostering the culture that is designed to replace you? Are you trying to make yourself obsolete? Because that is the final definitive mark of someone who hasn't just started a company, but is actually building an institution that's designed to last.